Jet fan, what's going on, man? Hey, I'm excited for Sunday. Mike White's coming back playing. You know, I said this the other day. If you watch my video, I said that the Jets will move on from Zach Wilson after the season, right? Then Jay Glazer went out there and talked about it, and now it's big news. But and then I told you guys, with the Jets, if the Jets don't make the playoffs, both Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas will be fired. And now that's all people are talking about. I said it first. Man. If you check my video, I said it first. I'm enjoying this the ginger mule. One of the great drinks. I love ginger. Anything ginger, I love it. Anyway, man. Those two games coming up with Seattle and Miami. All right, we have Seattle, we have Miami. Those two games will determine Robert Saleh's job and Joe Douglas. Right? If you look at it from John Hizick, all those guys, McCagnon, Tenenbaum did okay. But there's a lot of mistake he made. And Joe Douglas was supposed to fix the offensive line was terrible, man. The Jets offensive line, worse in the league. And Joe Douglas was supposed to do that. And then you went out there, you picked Zach Wilson. By picking Zach Wilson, you told the owner, you told both owners, you told both Woody Johnson and Christopher Johnson that, hey, Zach Wilson was the guy. And trust me, man. I talked to Woody. Zach Wilson was not the guy. Woody wanted Justin Field. When we talked, Justin Field was hey, I like Justin Field, but Joe Douglas told them that Zach Wilson was better. And I made a video before where I talk about Zach Wilson family allegedly paying scouts. They pay scouts, right? From high school, he wasn't the best quarterback on the team. He only played his family allegedly donated money, right? He wasn't looked at, recruited by any team. No team recruited Zach Wilson. But then out of the thing there, allegedly, again, according to my sources, the family donated some money to BYU, and boom, he's at BYU. Was he the best quarterback on the team? No. You know what I mean? They weren't playing D1. They weren't playing or the big schools, all the stuff. No, they weren't doing that. So all he did was improvise. You know what I mean? Improvise, running around. That's it. So that was that. But allegedly, like I said, his family paid scouts. His family paid NFL scouts to NFL scouts, the ESPN analysts, the NFL Network, all those sports analysts to big up Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson was trash. He's always been trash. But he got up there. So Joe Douglas got a lot of explaining to do. How is this guy? Like how was he? How did he become the number 2 overall pick? I mean, how? What happened? You know what I mean? But anyway, man, Robert Saleh, this is for your job. All gas, no brakes, all the stuff, whatever, this is for your job. if you can't do it, just 2 games. You got 2 games left. You got to be prepared right now. You got to put everything on the table, right? You got to put everything on the table and go out there and deliver. So if you can't deliver right now, you don't deserve to be the coach. You know, like I said, talking to high level official on the Jets organization, high level official. All right. Again, I'm not gonna say they signed checks. I'm not gonna say that. You know, they were having lunch. All right. They were having lunch. I showed up. You know, I was doing my thing with a couple people. Showed up. They were there. Say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Say, hey, man, what's going on? How you doing? When you come into a Jets game, I said, listen, man, we gotta do something better. We gotta do better. At that time, we were 6-3. It was a wait and see. You know, there was a lot of confidence, and I told them, I said, listen, I'm not sold on Robert Saleh yet. You know, and I told Woody Johnson, I said, listen, man, like I thought Woody Johnson was, I thought Robert Saleh was a defensive specialist. You know, but I didn't want to disturb the guys. You know, I know they were having their lunch and enjoying themselves. But I was like, hey, man, I got to ask you a question. I thought Robert Saleh was a defensive specialist. You know, I said, I have 2 questions. They're like, all right, Ricardo, what's the next question? I said, I thought Robert Saleh was a defensive specialist. Man, we got to do better with that. We have to do better. The offense, from the way it's looking, Mike LaFleur will be fired. He will. The Jets are cleaning the house. If the Jets do not make the playoff we have 2 games left. If they do not make the playoff, everyone is fired, including the special team coach, because after he gave up 2, the team gave up 2 to return for touchdown. Both Christopher Johnson and Woody Johnson was ready to fire him. All right, they were done with him. See, wherever he's been there for a long time. He's been there to Todd Bowles. He's been there to Adam Graves, Coney, man. A lot of guys should even be in the NFL, man. Coaches or players, but hey, you know, it is what it is, man. They got lucky. They know the right people. I was supposed to take a sip of this, right? But this thing's so good. My wife made this for me. It was so good. I just can't put it down. Anyway, man. Anyway, I just, you know, Robert Saleh as the head coach, there's a lot of things you should have done. You know, take on the offense. Look at the McDaniel. Look at all those guys. You know, Miami and so on. Tua's not the guy. They moving away from Tua. They are moving away from Tua. You know, they wanted to move away from him, but the whole Tom Brady thing didn't. You know, it didn't work out, right? Because of Flores. They fired Flores even though he had a winning season. That's the best coach. One of the best coaches they had. Winning season, but the owners wanted him to tank, right? And they fired him after the season. You know what I mean? He was like, "Wait a minute, you told me to tank," even though, and they were mad at him because he was winning games. They fired him. So the whole thing happened, whatever. You know, so they had to pivot, right? But Tua's not it. They're gonna move away from Tua. So can New England beat Miami? So it's possible. So New England beat Miami, right? And Buffalo rest their the starters, and then New England win. The Jets got to go out there and win both games. You got to beat Miami. You got to beat Miami. You got to beat the Seahawks and beat Miami. That's it. That's it. You do that. So if the Jets able to do that, you know what I mean. You're 9-8. 9-8. You have the final wild card. You win. But if not, Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh, and the entire coaching staff are gone. You know, I like my man Singleton. You know what I mean? Hit it. Yeah, that's my guy, man. Because when he came in, when Robert Saleh had when he got COVID, my man did a great job. I think you should keep him. Yeah. But Robert Saleh right now, those 2 games, he will show the type of coach he is. If you're a good coach or not. You're either a good coach or you're not. I want to see the game plan. Is it gonna be the same crap we've been seeing? Dude, you were 6-3. 6-3. How you went from 6-3 to 7-8? You won 1 game. You know, as a fan, as a Jet fan, of course, you hurt to see things like that. But hey, anyway, man, Nathaniel Hackett got fired. Everybody knew that was coming, man. Paul Hackett was, Paul Hackett was a good offensive coordinator. All right, it was a good offensive coordinator. Nathaniel Hackett had nothing to do with football. I don't know, out of nowhere, he decided, okay, because again, he had a great relationship. He still do. Great relationship with Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Great relationship with him. Aaron Rodgers speak highly of him. He think he's a smart guy. That guy's a smart guy. So they talk football all the time. Him and Aaron Rodgers. When you was in Green Bay, all they were doing talking sports. So Denver was trying to get Aaron Rodgers. They figure, all right, because they were in talk before Wilson. All right, before Russell Wilson, they were talking. But then, they signed Hackett because of the relationship with Aaron Rodgers. They were like, well, let's pick somebody that Aaron Rodgers like. Not because of Nathaniel Hackett was a good coach. You know what I mean? Like, what was he doing? What was he doing before? You know what I mean? It's pretty much, he was just there, just for a guy, for Aaron Rodgers to talk to. That's all. And he got a job. Meanwhile, you got my man from Kansas City, offensive coordinator, can get a job. All right? You got Byron can get a job. All these guys can get jobs. Like for black coaches, they say, well, they don't have the skill set, they don't have this, they don't have that. But they're picking coaches, other coaches who can't. Anyway, man, we gotta change the game. We gotta change the game. Things gotta get better. All right, things gotta get better. But anyway, man, so the GM for Denver, you're on thin ice, bro. You are on thin ice. And this is it, because the Walton's not playing. Cause they mad at him. Like not only you trade Seattle, where they got their pick plus the third pick of Denver. You know what I mean? So the Walton are mad. They're like, wait a minute. Not only you trade for this guy, you give all those picks, then you give him a new contract. You should have let him play. You give him new money that he didn't even. I didn't understand that. I'm like, why you give this guy a new contract? Like, what did he do? Russell Wilson looked bad, man. Russell Wilson looked like Zach Wilson. He looked like Zach Wilson, man. Oh my gosh. And I was a huge fan. You know, my son Junior, he's a Seahawks fan. You know, he loved the Seahawks. And Russell Wilson was his guy. So, you know, I supported Russell Wilson, but he's trash, man. He is trash. He looked bad. You know, the guys fighting in the locker room, that's because of Russell Wilson. Cause you know what I mean? That's what it is. You got coaches, you know. Now Nathaniel Hackett wasn't a good coach, but he's not the reason why they lost. You know, he's not the reason why they're 4-11, man. He's not the only reason. Russell Wilson is just trash. The easy throw you can't, you know. See, Russell Wilson with the Seahawks, yes, he doesn't wear a wristband, right? Because he, you know, I think a lot of time like maybe this guy can't replace. You know what I mean? But he's out there, you know. Yeah, I'm looking at Seattle, man. You know, Russell Wilson never wear a wristband. He like to improvise, doing his thing, whatever, right? But now, with age, his mobility is gone. I don't know what happened. He's no longer that mobile guy. He's no longer that guy. So, but it's just like the easy throw, man. I don't know what's going on. It's like, wow. You know what I mean? It's like something like, you know, it's life. You know what I mean? Like a zombie, man. But hey, you know they got rid of him, but they can't get rid of Russell Wilson. But you know that's $100 and something million, like maybe 120. Like you have to eat on the cap space. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. So they had to just swallow it and get a coach that's gonna come in and just tell Russell Wilson, man. I know that the old regime that was there, the old ownership, told Russell Wilson, hey, you could do whatever you want. The GM said you could do whatever you want. But the Walton now, with a new coach, as a new coach coming in, right? I know that the player have the guarantee, but as a new guy coming on, going to an organization, you have to establish dominance. You can't let people just run around, run amok. First, you assess. It's like doing a risk assessment, right? It's like doing a risk assessment. You know, you coming into, it's like to any job, anything, you do a risk assessment and see the good and the bad, what we need, what we don't need, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So, as a coach, you look at your players. You know what I mean? You look at your players and see what you have, right? And you say, all right, Russell. You call Russell Wilson. You call him in your office. You don't want to embarrass him in front of the players, because he already look embarrassed himself. He already embarrassed. He's been embarrassed by the players. They don't respect him. Zero respect. They think he's trash. From a couple players that I talked to, I still have a couple people. You know, a couple of the Zopan, a couple of Haitians. I'm not gonna name names. Well, you should figure it out. But anyway, hey, shout out to Jack Judy, man, my man. Anyway, man, couple of the players, I still got a couple of players there, you know, cool with. They don't respect him, cause Russell Wilson always act like he was better than everybody else in Seattle. He walked like that in with Denver. Like he was better. You know, when the camera on, he's a different player. Off camera, Russell Wilson is a different person. Disrespectful. You know, he looked down on people. You know what I mean? So he looked, man, he's a different person. So the players don't respect him. Especially not winning and he's still acting like you the man, like Zach Wilson does. They don't respect that. But as a coach, you gotta walk in there, call him in your office, and tell him, listen, here's the playbook. Here's the new playbook. I want you to learn that. Right? I want you to learn that. I made a wristband for you to do that. I made a wristband for you to put on. Memorize those plays. Memorize and sequence what sequence they go in. Whatever. Memorize that. He's gonna say, Coach, I don't wear a wristband. Well, you need to, cause you look trash out there. You look bad. That's what the new coach had to be honest with him and tell him, yo, listen, here's the wristband. You need to wear the wristband. Here's the new playbook. He's gonna say, I don't wear a wristband. I like to improvise. Nope. This is what you're gonna do. Cause you look trash out there. You need to give the money back. You should give the money back. Cause if Russell Wilson right now walked to the Broncos and say, hey, I want to give you all the money back, they would be happy, man. Cause they stuck with this guy. They stuck with oh my God, for 2 years. They can't do anything with him. If you try to cut him right now, that's $130 million on your cap space. Why would you do that? It's stupid. So you stuck with him. So the new coach had to come in and embarrass him. Embarrass him, tell him you trash. Look at this play. Show him all the plays. This is no. This is not the office. This is you. This is you. This is you, man. It's like, you know what I mean? He's like, nah. And then somebody, oh, what does that smell? Nah, it's you. You gotta let him. You gotta be honest. You gotta be honest. This is you, buddy. It is you. And that's it. But it is what it is, man. You know, I'm just excited to see the Jets play, man. That's all. That's all, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things I want to talk. I want to talk Lakers. I want to talk a lot of, you know what I mean? I want to talk a lot of different things. Celtics. You know, the Knicks doing their thing. Right now, look at the Brooklyn Nets. Man, they look alive. They playing for the new coach, man. They playing together. So finally, Kyrie have a stress-free. He just playing. So I don't know. Yes, do I want to talk about all that stuff? Yes, I do. But right now, man, I'm just so high on the Jets' possibility of making the playoffs. So this is for Robert Saleh's job. Yeah. You know, I told the high level official. I said, listen, man, call Sean Payton. Woody Johnson, call Sean Payton right now. Call him up. Fire the entire coaching staff. Fire the GM. Give Sean Payton full control. Maybe he might bring Tom Brady with you. Yeah, Brady don't want to play for the Jets, man. Who knows, man? Who knows? But anyway, man, I'm you know, this is sports talk. You know, man, I'm excited to do these videos and stuff like that. It's fun. You know, I hope that you could go to the channel with me and be part of the movement. Say, hey, you know, man, I did this with him. So, you know, I guess it's been a month since doing this, so it's been pretty good. Waiting for my banner, waiting for my sweaters with my logo with Sports Talk, waiting for my mic, all the stuff. You ordered, you know, thing that's supposed to come, you know, weeks ago. Yeah, I understand, man. Shipping it's been tough, man. I order I order 6 metal detectors since for a long time, man. It took a long time for to come. It took at least 6 months to receive them. So I understand they were stuck somewhere in the ship somewhere, but I understand, man. I thought things would get better. They're not. There's still a thing there's a lot of stuff I order paid for, right? And I forgot all about them, and they're popping out my front door. I'm like, wow. I'm like, who's that? I'm telling my wife, I said, baby, did you order something? But my name's on there, because my wife does that sometimes, Sometimes she put her name, sometimes she put my name. You married, you know how it is. And I think, oh, it's mine. I'm like, what did I order? And then we open it. Sometimes it's actually for me. The stuff I ordered like last year, I'm just not getting them. Anyway, man, let's go. Robert Saleh, I hope you watching this video, bro. I'm gonna send it to your inbox. You playing for your career right now. You playing for your career. There's a lot of people who think that your success have a lot to do with San Francisco, not you. This is the time to prove them wrong. Mike LaFleur, bro, the offense you pick, you gotta do better. When you in that red zone, you gotta attack, bro. Enough with this damn field goals. Enough with that. We need touchdowns, all right? Mike White, come in. Let's do your thing. And I need you guys to protect this guy, man. Worst offensive line in the NFL, man. We got to do better than that. You guys looking bad. Anyway, man. This is so nice. This is a little bit of ginger meal and the rest just vodka, man. Pure, it is nice. After a hard day at work, come home. Once I'm done with this, I have my cigars, go in the back, walk around my land, and just enjoy. Country living. Pennsylvania living, man. All right? 3-car sports talk. All right? I'll see you guys later. Again, let's go to the channel with me. Subscribe to the channel. Like it. All right? And hit the bell so whenever I post something, you'll be able to see it. All right? Let's go to the channel. I'm hoping that a lot of you guys can message me. Hey, let's do it. And come on board. And I'll send you a Zoom link. I'll send you a link. And then we could talk. We could just talk sports, man. At least an hour or so, depending on our time. So whenever I get home, in the evening, I log in. We'll do that. We'll talk sports all day. All right, man. Enjoy the gift of life, my man.